do we mess with Ouija boards? We played with it a few times, but it was like we did. I'm gonna tell you how it all came down. It was lazy and busy. They started it. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out here right now. Let everybody know it's gonna come out in the movie anyway. Okay, they did it. I was minding my business at home at my mama's house, and these niggas came over my house like, "Yo, we gotta talk to you about something." I said, "What?" No, like I was on my couch sleep. These niggas came over my house like, "Yo, get up. We gotta talk to you about something." I was like, "What?" And they was like, "Let's go upstairs in your room." I was like, "Okay." I'll go upstairs. These niggas like, "Hey, we gonna make it." I said, "What the fuck y'all talking about?" It's like, "We asked the Ouija board." I say, "What the fuck is the Ouija board? What?" They was like, "We played it." And, and I was like, "What? Y'all played?" So they was like, "We gonna bring it over so you can play it." And I was like, oh, I was like, okay, knowing I wasn't supposed to be best with nothing like that. So but I was just like, okay, yeah, bring it over. So they came over and they came up from my attic because my bedroom was in the attic. So we went up there and these niggas, I didn't believe it because these niggas was. I was like, "Man, y'all moving this thing. Get the hell up out of here. You're not about to trick me." Yeah, it was peer pressure. It was like the attic scene, like the old scary movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was like the black ghetto horror film. And so anyway, I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe it. But but they was playing the accent questions and it was man, it was just crazy. But I know one time they was playing it and we was over Lay house. We was over Lazy's house and he they was just playing it. They had some kids over from school just trying to show off and they was sitting up under the Lay had bunk beds in his room, so they was sitting up under they was sitting at the bottom bunk playing the game. And this bunk bed, we used to like wrestle. We used to like throw each other off the top of the bunk beds, like wrestle, just like be all over his room. But this bunk bed never collapsed ever. Bunk bed never collapsed. And as soon as they got up from the bottom bunk playing the game, as soon as they got up off the bed, the top bunk collapsed and fell on top of the bottom one. Like, dude, no lie. I was like, you know what? I'm not coming over your house no more. No, but then my mother caught us playing it in the house. Oh my God, my mother almost, and my mother didn't even curse. You would have thought she was a sailor that day. I was like, mother, I've never heard you talk like that. She went off on me. I was like, whoo. She kicked me out the house and everything. I was like, wait a minute, I'm only 16. Kicked me straight out the house. I had to go tell my grandmother on her. I was like, Grandma, she kicked me out the house. For real. Oh no, like all that Ouija board, I would tell y'all do not mess with that shit. Like we did it like for games, playing games. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like we did that just to play games, but that shit like you don't play with that shit. That shit is not. There's a reason God said don't mess with it. For real, it's real. For real, for real. It's deep, dark, and stuff you don't want to mess with. It's stuff you don't want to tamper with. Trust me. For real, for real. Real talk, man. I'm trying to tell you, ain't no joke. For real, open up them doors you can't close. That's why, man. That's why I say you don't mess with all that, none of that stuff. Psychic readers and man, I'm telling you. One time I was in Miami. One time I was in Miami, and I went in. I was at a tattoo parlor, and I was with Powder P Krayzie motherfucking ass, and this motherfucker comes in with a goddamn psychic in the tattoo parlor. And she just in here tripping, and she comes in the tattoo parlor, walk past everybody, and straight up to me, talking about, I would love to read you. I get a strong vibe from you. I'm like, bitch, you better get the fuck away from me. Fuck is wrong with you? I thought the bitch was on crack. I said, hey man, you better get your little crazy motherfucking friends away from me, man. Okay? Fuck, she talking about she want to read me, bitch. Fuck, do I look like a goddamn newspaper? Yeah, man, she spooked me out. She was talking about, I was like, and she was trying to get me to go next door and everything. I was like, no, I'm cool. You ain't about to tell me a goddamn thing. The fuck is wrong with you? Fuck up out of here. Yeah, bitch, going there talking about, you're gonna die. Had me fucked up the whole day. Bitch, wait a minute. Fuck you talking about I'm supposed to die? Bitch, wait a minute. I got a show to do, bitch. I'm supposed to get paid tonight. Wait a minute. Fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Give me some bad news like that. Motherfucker's crazy. No. Okay, well, if the Cavs win, what I'm going to get? See, that's a one-way bet, man. Yeah, man, Powder P was a crazy motherfucker, man. I'm telling you. Something happened to that boy. That nigga took he took some kind of bad drug, man, and it was over. I don't know what happened to him. Real talk. Y'all know how I met Powder P? I'm gonna tell the story on how I met Powder P. Now this is some crazy shit. I think I told y'all, but I don't know. Now, this motherfucker. Yeah, he's still alive, but I think he in the crazy house. No lie. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I ain't dead yet. Okay? So this is how I met him. So I'm at my house in Cleveland, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, you know what I'm saying? And my doorbell ring. So I'm like, my ex house with at the time, she goes to the door, you know what I'm saying? My ex-wife, she goes to the door, she come back, she's like, yo, there's some white boy at the door. He look crazy in the motherfucker. I said, who? She said, I don't know. So I say, well, shit, what'd he say? She's like, he looking for Krayzie Bone. That immediately pissed me off. I'm like, who the fuck is at my door looking for Krayzie Bone? It ain't supposed to be at my motherfucker. Okay, get the pistol. Motherfucking pistol right now. I'm pissed. So I say, you know what I'm saying? I tell her, I say, well, just tell him I ain't here. You know, so she go back and tell him he ain't here. So he leaves. The next day, this nigga comes back. So I go to the door like, yo, what's happening, man? Who is you? He like, yo, man, my name is Powder P. Country the motherfucker. Like, yo, man, he was red the motherfucker, too nervous as fuck. Like, yo, I didn't mean to come ring your doorbell, but I'm a huge fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like, I'm a huge fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. And when he said that, I was getting pissed. The more he talked, I'm thinking to myself, so this motherfucking fan done come to my door, just ring my motherfucking doorbell? This motherfucker here got the nerve. I'm heated. So he just talking and talking and talking. I'm like, yeah, okay. So um, he like, yeah, man, you know, Tupac is one of my favorite rappers. And you know, and my birthday is on the same day Tupac's, June 16th. I was like, oh yeah? And so he talked for so long. I'm like, bro, and this dude is, so I'm looking at him the whole time. I'm like, this dude pretty bold to be coming knocking on my motherfucking door. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I say, so you can rap, huh? He's like, yeah, bro, I can rap. I said, okay, take my number down and call me in a few days. So I gave him my number, and he called me one day, and I met up with him, and he rapped for me. I was like, you sound pretty cool. So where you live at? He was like, yeah, I'm just I'm staying with my attorney. I say, what? He said, I'm staying with my attorney because I got into some trouble in Nashville, and my attorney was, them was the stipulations. I'm like, this shit crazy. So I'm like, okay, so that's cool. So he was down the street, and he just started coming around more and more. So one day, I took him to the studio with me. He just sat around the studio, asked me a million questions of this, that. And he just started hanging out with me. We opened up the Mo Thug office, and I gave him a job at the Mo Thug office. Like, he opened up the office every morning. He kept the office clean. He cleaned that shit up. He cleaned the office. He ran the office. He let people in and out the office. He ran our street team. He ran our street team. We took him out on tour. He was moving with us. He was doing good. He was on the Mo Thug Family Reunion album. He was doing his shit, and he took a trip home one day. He was like, Cray, I need to go home. I was living in Miami at the time. He said, Cray, I need to go home to visit my people. Can you send me home to Tennessee? And I'll come back in a few weeks. I said, cool, no problem. I bought him a ticket, sent him home. He was down there for a few weeks. He hit me back, yo, I'm ready to come back to Miami, get back to work. I said, okay, cool. Brought him back to Miami. So I immediately knew something wasn't right when he got back, because he was just like, staring into space, like all the time, like staring into space. And one day we got up and we hopped on a little boat. You know what I'm saying? They had a boat, so I take everybody around on a little boat, and I'm playing music. I'm playing new music that I just did in the studio like a couple of days ago on the boat. I'm playing the music. We vibing, and this nigga turns the music down like, yo, Cray, I didn't know you felt that way about me. I say, I say, huh? The fuck is you talking about? He said, I hear what you're saying in the song. You're talking about me, huh? You want to kill me. I say, this nigga, I say, huh? Well, I brush it off because this is the first incident. So I brush it off. Like, man, get the fuck up out of here. You tripping. You tripping. So, a couple days go by. You know what I'm saying? I had like a big house in Miami, Star Island, big ass house. So I had all the artists there, all the Mo Thug artists. Like when we used to go record, they used to stay with me in Miami. So I had everybody there. It was Felicia was there, Thug Queen was there, Powder was there, Mo Hart, everybody was there. So a couple days go by. I'm in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I used to wake up in the morning, cook everybody breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Get up, cook breakfast for niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I get up one morning. I go in the kitchen, and I'm looking through the fucking drawers, like all the like the silverwares, and all the knives is gone. All the knives in the motherfucking house is gone. I'm like, the fuck is the knives at in this motherfucker? The fuck is going on? So nobody knew the knives at. So Powder, he had a room in the house. He had his own room in the house because when I first went to Miami to get the house, he went with me. I took him with me, so he went with me when I got the house. So he had a room. So the nigga just moved out of the room and moved himself into the fucking closet. The walk-in closet that was under the steps. No bullshit. This is a true fucking story. The nigga moved himself into the motherfucking closet up under the steps. So I'm like, Shit was just strange. And everybody's like, yo, this nigga is like, everybody's saying like, something ain't right with this dude. I'm like, yeah, you know what? So then Thug Queen come get me one day. I'm in the little pool room playing pool. My niggas, we playing pool. She like, Cray, come here. I said, okay. She take me in the closet. This nigga got all the knives up under his motherfucking pillow. I say, uh-oh. We got a lunatic. We got a lunatic on our hands. Everybody guard your grill. No bullshit. This motherfucker had all the knives up under his motherfucking face. So I take all the knives and I take all the fucking knives and I put the motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this nigga's tripping. So we in the pool. This is a totally different day. We in the guest house playing pool. And my niggas, my Mo Thug niggas, they like, you know what I'm saying, Craig, let's go out to the club. I'm like, no, I'm cool. I'm gonna chill. Y'all can go out, take the cars, y'all go out. You know what I'm saying? I stayed home. I'm playing pool. Me and Powder playing pool with each other. It's just me and him there. Nobody else in the whole house. We playing pool, playing the music, smoking. You know what I'm saying? Playing pool. So just out of nowhere, this nigga get to laughing like. This nigga get to laughing like he the devil or some shit, just like a real satanic laugh. And I'm like, I look back like, trying to play this shit off like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? But in my mind, I'm saying, oh, this motherfucker about to get me. Ain't nobody here to help. God damn. Shit. He about to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit, this shit about to go down now. So this motherfucker, like, so he like laughing. I'm like, man, come on, man, take your shot. So he take the pool stick and he get to poking me in the side, laughing like, hey. Laughing. I'm like, bro, chill out. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But he keep doing it. So I'm like, hey, man, bruh, take your motherfucking shot and chill the fuck out. He said, okay. So then I turn around and walk to the other side of the pool table. This motherfucker jumps on my motherfucking back. Jumps on my motherfucking back, acting crazy as fuck. Look what I did, y'all. Cause I had on flip flops. The nigga pissed me off because when he jumped on my back, I wasn't prepared for it. So the nigga made me fall to the motherfucking ground. So now I'm heated. I mean, ain't nobody but me and him in the motherfucker. I say, hold on, bro. I'll be right back. I went and put on my motherfucking sneakers, laced them bitches up, came back downstairs and beat the dog shit out of him. No lie. Just me and him in the house. No motherfucking lie. And he snapped right out of it like, yo, what's wrong, Cray? What did I do? I say, motherfucker, you tell me. Who is this I'm talking to? Is it motherfucking Powder or is it the other motherfucker? Let me know, because I'm gonna kick the other motherfucker's ass. That shit was crazy, yo. No lie. So he either left there and got on something and it fucked his mind up because he wasn't the same dude when he left and when he came back. And ever since then, you know what I'm saying? I tried to see the nigga one time after that. We did a show in Phoenix like 6-7 years ago. 6-7 years ago. And I go down there, I call him, he sound normal, like, oh, Cray, man, I'm so happy to hear from you, man. I've been wanting to talk to you. I got a surprise for you. I got a gift. I got some gifts for you. I say, okay. I say, okay, come on through. The nigga bring me a big ass box. Big ass box. I don't know what's inside the box. This nigga get all kind of, open up the box, it's all kind of Buddha statues and all kind of crazy statues, scary looking shit. I'm like, what is this for? He like, I just felt this. I was like, okay, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. This visit is over. You still crazy, motherfucker. Get the fuck away from me. And I ain't seen him since. No lie. And that's how the story with Potter, because everybody always asks me about Potter P. That's the story, and that's what happened to him. I don't know where he went to now. I don't know where he's at. But he, from my understanding, he lost his mind. For real. That's the story. I tell no lies. No lie. hmm Man, like I said, I think it was something he did because you just don't go from acting normal to just like being crazy like that. Yeah, no, I think it's more than that. Powder don't do well. Don't do that for real. It was something else like that. Probably was crazy, huh? So ring a nigga doorbell. Probably was just something waiting to bring it out. For real. Man, look, man, don't lie. Look. Now this is a funny story though. So one time, I took him with I took him with me over this chick's house. I took him with me over this chick's house, right? So he had never been over this chick's house, like you know what I'm saying. This is only my like second or third time going over there, but you know what I'm saying. He was right when like you could just you could just sleep on the couch, chill downstairs on the couch, and just you know what I'm saying, just chill out. So like I said, he never met this chick a day in his life. So, we go in the house, she meet him, hey, you cool. You can sleep down here on the couch, da da da. So I'm upstairs, we upstairs chilling watching TV, we don't watch the movies. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, I just hear the motherfucking stereo blasting. Boom, 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 boom. She's like, what the, is that my stereo? I'm like, oh my God, this motherfucker done turned the goddamn stereo. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go downstairs like, hey, the fuck is wrong with you, man? Turn the motherfucking stereo down. The fuck is wrong with you? He's like, oh, my fault, my fault. I go back upstairs. A couple minutes later, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, this motherfucker want me to whoop this motherfucker. Man, this nigga was, but see, this was before this shit jumped off at the house, though. This was all the shit boiling, like building up to this nigga like going crazy. I'm like, I should have been putting two and two together like this motherfucker's losing his goddamn mind. Something ain't right. It was crazy, man. I'm telling you, we done been around some motherfuckers lost their minds dealing with this shit. I'm telling you. For real. No lie. It's crazy. It's crazy. See, a lot of people get into this shit and they can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little too much. A little too much for them to, take in, you know what I'm saying? And everybody can't handle the shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because I've seen some niggas get, like niggas be cool as hell when they around up, and niggas get around other celebrities. And you be like, hey man, I will never bring you out the house again, ever. For real. Niggas just lose their motherfucking mind. Like, the fuck? For real. Oh, here I go talk to all these lanes on there. Yeah, for real. No, but he wasn't crazy at first. And even when he flipped out, we tried to get him help. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, some people just, you know what I'm saying, you just can't help some people. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Yeah, man, yeah. I wish him the best, though. I probably can rap to it. What's happening? What's happening with it? For real. Wishes are real? Oh, yeah, it's all real. It's all real. God wouldn't tell us to stay away from it if it wasn't. Real talk. I thought the Cavs weren't going. You gotta admit, you didn't think they was gonna make it either. Don't try to put it all on me. You always right with me. Mm-hmm. It's all real. What you see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell you a Thug Queen story. I don't really have no Thug Queen stories. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, Thug Queen was dope though. You know what I'm saying? She was dope. She oh, only story I got a Thug Queen is when we played a prank on her. I remember I think I told y'all this, but like even before Ashton Kutcher, all them dudes started doing that punk shit. I was doing this shit before this shit was on TV, like for real. I used to be the prankster, but my shit used to be like terrifying, you know. I used to have motherfuckers scared. Like all the more thug artists when they used to come to the house. You probably wouldn't want to sign to the label no more after I played the prank on you. You'd be like, no, that crazy play too goddamn much. No, for real. So look, so look, so we wanted to get Thug Queen. You know, like a Thug Queen, she used to always talk tough. You like the fuck that shit, nigga ain't doing me like that. Da-da-da-da. She used to be always like talking tough, like she just fuck a dude up. You know what I'm saying? Just like I fuck that. I don't play that shit. The nigga did. I'm like, okay, cool. So I said, okay. She always talk like she tough. Cause she always say you should say something. Talk about. She used to say in her rap, "Little nigga with no nuts." And I said, okay. Let's test your look. Let's test your no nuts. Let's test your no nuts tonight. So I went and got my dude that lived in Miami. You know what I'm saying? I say, hey man, I want to play a trick on them people up in the house. You know what I'm saying? I want you to come up. I want you to put a mask on, come up in the house with the pistol, lay everybody on the floor, rob everybody. You know, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. Just see who. You know what I'm saying. So I say, as soon as you ring the bell, it's so crazy because he was like, "How you know she's gonna be the one to answer?" I was like, "We don't, but we not gonna move, and hopefully she just answered the door." So dude came, he rang the doorbell, ding ding, and just like the plan was set up, she talking, cause we had a good conversation going. The doorbell ring. She ain't even paying attention. She getting up talking while she going to the door, still looking at us talking like, yeah, you know, and so she opened up the door, and it's the dude at the door. He like, yeah, do them bone niggas live here? She like, nah, nah, homie. And she tried to slam the door, but the nigga kicked the door in. Get on the motherfucking floor, everybody in this. Niggas went to scattering. He grabbed her, threw her on the floor. She was on this, she was on this motherfucker pleading the fifth. Oh my god, she was like, just don't kill me, dog. Just don't kill me. Oh, it was so funny, man. It was so funny. I'm telling you, it was so funny. And then we had to stop the trick though, cause she was about to have a heart attack. I didn't want nobody to die because of a prank, you know, because they had a heart attack. But she didn't speak to us for about like 3 or 4 days after that. She wouldn't even bust a rap for us no more. She wouldn't have it. She was pissed. But hey, you want to be the tough guy? We're gonna test you out and see if you're the tough guy. For real. Man, we used to go all out. I'm talking about we used to like we did one. We had one of my homegirls from LA. We had somebody kicking the door, dragging my dude out to the pool. I said, drag him out to. We had fake blood and everything. I said, drag him outside to the pool. Bust off a couple shots. We went. I say, bust off a couple shots. Act like you shot him. Then throw him in. Then I had my dude jump in the pool like he splashed. Poured all the blood in the pool. Old girl looked outside like, ah, they shot him. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. We wrong, huh? We wrong. You didn't really want to be my friend back then. I'm telling you, you didn't want to be my friend, cause I get you. I get you good. We have fun. We have fun, man. No, it wasn't. It was fun. Man, that ain't nothing like the games we used to play when we was younger. I'm talking about we used to play. The games we used to play when we was younger, like junior high school. Our sleepovers, like when we used to sleep over, when I used to sleep over late in the house, we used to do shit like, okay, when we come in the room, be like, somebody come in the room, turn the lights out, and niggas just get to throwing boots and shoes at niggas. Like, you just getting hit in the head with boots and blah, 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 blah. That's the type of dumb shit we used to do. Just dumb as fuck, just like, getting fucked up. We was crazy as hell. We was crazy. We used to put each other online. It used to always be Wish and Flash against me and Lay. And we take turns like this week they had to do whatever we told them to do. Or we could beat them with like poles or like bats, and man, we was crazy as fuck. And if they didn't do it, like we get the pole and just like beat their legs, like bitch. I said, like one time these niggas went and got some shit for us to drink. These niggas went and got some Palmolive dishwashing soap, poured it in the cup, hot sauce, Lori seasoning, just every ingredient you could think of, and they made us drink it. I couldn't do it. I Earled, and they beat the shit out of me. It was just crazy. And it was crazy because it was a rule. You had to take it, though. You had to take the beatings. We was some sick, individuals. For real. I don't know what's wrong with us. Damn. Yeah, I take the beating. I used to take the beating sometimes because some of that shit I wasn't doing. Especially the stuff in public. These niggas used to try to make us do dumb shit in public in front of people. I'm like, man, nope. You gonna kick my ass then? Come on. Fuck that. For real. You what? Yeah, not in public. Mm-mm. Who brought weed around first? Oh, Lay. Lay brought it home from school one day, and he was. I didn't go to school, and he came home and he said, one of my Puerto Rican dudes, my Puerto Rican cat gave him a joint. You know what I'm saying? I made a song about this shit. I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, he gave me a joint. And this was before we even, I had even smoked weed. That was my first time ever smoking weed. I was like, fuck it, let's smoke it. Man, after that, I was like, never put the joint down again. Woo! Turned me out. First time I was like 19. Yeah. I was hooked. I didn't even want to drink no more. Didn't even want to drink. I didn't even need no alcohol. I didn't start smoking weed till I was 19. I was drinking though. What about what? Like maybe like 15 to 16. Not heavy though, just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to sneak. My parents caught me, they kicked my ass. I'd probably be dead around this moment. I mean, for real. They didn't play that shit. Mm, for real.